Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is my first ever YouTube video. I decided to do something very simple, so I did a natural eye and a vampy lip. I tried to do an intro, but it just was not working out for me. So if you want to see how I got this look, then keep on watching. Okay, so starting off, I'm priming my eyelids with Urban Decay's Naked Skin Concealer. I'm in the shade Light Warm. And I'm just pressing that into my eyelid, and then I just went over with one of my fluffy powder brushes and just set that just so my eyelid doesn't crease. So I'm going in with Makeup Geek's Peach Smoothie, and I'm going to buff that into my crease. And I sped it up because I blend for a while, but I'm just making sure that gets in there. So then I went in with Frappe from Makeup Geek, and I'm just buffing that into my crease as well. As I get less product on my brush, I'm taking it higher up. But I'm just making sure it's completely blended out and buffed. So then, out of my new NYX Butt Naked palette, I believe it is, I'm taking that gray shade, and I'm going to put that right underneath Frappe and Peach Smoothie, and I'm just going to blend that out as well. I don't want to take it too high just because it is a darker color, and I want to keep it somewhat simple with a little bit of dimension. So that's all I was doing. And out of that same palette, I'm taking that corner shade. It's like a tan, kind of, there's a little bit of shimmer in it. So I'm taking that and just pressing that onto my lid. All the brushes that I use, I'll list down below. I just didn't record them, so I'll make sure that they're down below. So after putting on my lid, I took a little bit away from my crease. So I just went back in and with the same brush that I was using and just buffed it back over. And then I went back on my lid because anytime you buff out your crease, you always lose a little bit on your lid. So it's just a process. It takes a little bit longer when you have something dark on your lid, but I just did something light. So then I use a makeup wipe to wipe away like anything that like my fallout. I always do my eyes first. That's just, I can't do it I'm too messy to do my face first. So I just took a makeup wipe and just like made an angle, like a harsh line pretty much with my eyeshadow. And I'm going to put my liner right over that. I'm using NYX, their matte liquid liner. I love this liner. So I'm just taking that, and I'm usually always doing a wing on myself. Sometimes I don't, but I have to have some sort of eyeliner just because I have bigger eyes and I feel like it takes away from like them looking so big. So I'm just doing that. And usually with this liner you have to do like mascara like right after you finish that eye, otherwise it dries on your eyelashes and then it's not fun to try and put mascara over. And this is my first video, so once I do more I'll get a little bit better, but and with this liner it's easy too. If you mess up, you could just take a makeup wipe and clean up wherever you went out of the line. So that's what I really like about it. I kind of have a lot of NYX products in this video. I work for a NYX store, so I get to try a lot of new products that come out. But you can get anything that I'm using in this video at a drugstore, or unless you live by a NYX store, then you can just get it there. So I'm just thickening up my liner and bringing my point out a little bit more. If you guys have any requests for like a more dramatic video, please let me know because that's usually what I wear on a day-to-day basis. So I'm going in with my mascara, and I use I believe it's L'Oreal, the Voluminous Lashes. It's in a gold tube. I've used this since like 8th grade. It is my ride or die. My cousin showed it to me when I was out visiting in Georgia, and I haven't stopped using it since. And I use it for my bottom lashes too. Um, I have decently long lashes, so I feel like it helps like separate them like how I want it. The brush is really nice, and I use it for my bottom lashes too. I know some people use something different, but it's that kind of. I went to put on my lashes, but it just didn't work. So I'm using NYX as well. It's their Wicked Lashes. I didn't film them before because I forgot because I put one on my other eye. But they're in the shade 10 called Frisky. Not shade 10, the style 10, sorry. So then I went in with Aveeno and I'm just priming my skin. It's just an Aveeno moisturizer. It's just something I got from Target. Then I went over it with a SPF 30 sunscreen. So you're supposed to, it's better if you have like layers underneath your makeup. It just makes it sit better. I feel like you need to have your skin taken care of, especially I'm dry, so, and I'm using a matte foundation, which is also from NYX. It is our Stay Matte but Not Flat foundation. I'm in the shade 3 Natural. It's a buildable coverage. It starts out kind of light coverage, which I like just in case you want to wear something light, but I usually build it up to a fuller coverage. And I didn't show this, but I primed my skin with the Nivea, the Men's Sensitive, the Post Shave Balm. I think that's what it is. It's what everybody's like been talking about, and I actually really like it. It made the first day my makeup stayed on really well. But so I'm just pressing that into my skin, and I'm going in with NYX's concealer. It's our HD. I think it's just the HD concealer. So I'm just putting that underneath my eyes, and then I'm going to put it on my chin, down my nose, and on my forehead. This is a nice concealer. I've been trying it out because I was using like the Urban Decay, but this has a similar wear to it. I would say it's a little less light coverage than Urban Decay, but it's nice because I don't feel like creasy or anything underneath my eyes. So with a damp beauty sponge, I am just pressing that into my skin. I tried to speed up the video a little bit more because it was like 40 minutes long, so I was like, I need to speed up whatever I can. I filmed this in my mom's bathroom because that's the only place in the house that gets like great lighting. So my cousin helped me set up everything. So then I'm setting that with Kat Von D, her Shade Delight palette. I hit pan on the banana color shade and the pinkier shade. Not the super pink one, but so I'm just setting that underneath my eyes. I'm waiting till she comes out with her singles to use the banana shade again, but I've been like mixing whatever I have left of that one. So I'm just setting my face. I just use Studio Fix from MAC, just my color. I just do like a light coverage with my big fluffy powder brush and just set that just so my face does not move. So then I'm taking Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. I'm in the shade Light Medium, or it's like milk chocolate. And I'm just bronzing my cheeks. I don't do like a super structured contour or anything, but I do bake underneath just to kind of clean up the line, just because when I put my blush on and stuff, it just kind of gets a little crazy. So I'm just putting that on my forehead, buffing it out on my cheeks. So then I went in, this is NYX Ombre Blush in the shade, I know it's number 2. It's a very like peachy orange shade, perfect for summer. So I'm just putting that on the apples of my cheeks.
There. Okay.
I usually do the trick where you like slightly smile and put it on the apples.
Cool.
So I'm taking my Laura Mercier powder and the back of my sponge, and I'm just carving out to erase my messiness. So then I went in with NYX's strobe palette. It's a new highlight palette, and it's got like a highlight shade for everything, for every skin tone. So I went in with that, and then I went over it with Becca's highlight shade, her highlight palette with Jaclyn Hill, the champagne one, that palette. But I went in with Champagne Pop and Pearl and mixed the two and went over that other highlight. So then I went back to the NYX palette, and I took that gray shade and buffed that underneath my eye, right up against my waterline. And then I took Peach Smoothie on like a crease brush pretty much, and just buffed that right over it just to help blend. And then I just threw on my bottom coat of lashes. If I sound tired, I woke up at like 6:30 in the morning to voice over this because my boyfriend has school and needs to take the laptop. So I wanted to get it up before he went. So then I am taking this lip liner. I ordered it so long ago. It's from the brand called Nobby. I think it's like a knockoff NYX. But I pretty much just line my lips with like a mahogany color. Well, that's what it's called, but I'm just lining that. And then I went in with NYX's Full Throttle lipstick. It wears like a liquid lipstick. It's really weird. Like it lasts all day. And I feel like it doesn't dry your lips out as bad as a liquid lipstick does. But it's a really nice wear. So I did this shade. I don't know the shade of it off the top of my head, but I'll list it in the down bar below. But, so I'm just filling in my lips. And for my brows, I didn't film that, but I used NYX Micro Brow Pencil. It's exactly like Anastasia's Brow Wiz, pretty much. Same sort of color line as well, but I just used that to fill my eyebrows just because I have like no eyebrows without something on them, and it takes me a little bit to fill them in, so I'll list that down below too. And that is the finished look. So thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe.